That is a before, as in like last lesson, okay? Towards the end of the lesson, it wasn't going too bad. And this is today, on the right-hand side, okay? So, this swing on the left, obviously, is a full swing, as you can see. You've gone back a long way. I like your back swing, so we're not going to change that, okay? This is obviously a smaller swing because you're trying to work on that movement a lot more. So, you'll see the back swing now is probably half length. Okay, this is the one that went 120 yards, 170 or whatever it was. Exactly, yeah. Okay, so as you come to the golf ball now, as you can see, come back to the golf ball okay here now. Left arm staying a bit high as we can see. Arm stretching out, head and kind of a bit of a lean back here, okay? This one here now as you come back to the golf ball, good strike. Look at the arms and the fold there that your left elbow is compared to that. It's chalk and cheese, isn't it? I mean, that kind of unhinging of the... All you've got there, the club is up here, whereas this one, the club's kind of over here, extended further at the camera.
You want a rotation, but you don't want to rotate.
Exactly, yeah. You don't actually rotate your arms and your forearm. The rotation comes from this eventually, okay? So if I start unhinging my wrist and then turn to here kind of thing, that gives you that kind of, my hands are here now. I'm not doing that and cork. I'm not trying to go and roll it this way. It's the same. Yeah?
Because I didn't rotate when I was practicing. I was like, so keep that.
You were kind of, and I think you said you try to pull the arm in more than anything else rather than just allow it to hinge and unhinge.
I found myself like rotating to try and pull.
Yeah, no, that's fair, exactly. Yeah. So now we're getting the body to stop. It's the same way. I don't know if you've ever been temping bowling before. I'm sure you have. But when you see guys trying to spin the ball, they'll try and do this. The way to actually spin the ball when you're doing temping is actually flick your wrist this way. You actually unhinge and hinge your wrist in that fashion. And the reason why I used to bowl years ago in the league, and I was a couple of guys who played who averaged like over 200, and they were like semi-pros, and I said, look, how do you spin it? And they basically taught me how to do it properly. So now, okay, a ball has to be drilled for your fingers correctly, but it's the same kind of thing. You're basically doing that with your wrist. Actually, in American football, the quarterback, he throws it, his wrist does that. He doesn't sort of go corkscrew that way, but the ball's spiralling like so. Yeah. Okay, so the way we create spin and all this sort of stuff with the golf ball, the release of the club, isn't from kind of a twisting and a cork. No real sport really involves this movement in your hand. It's that movement and that movement, and a blend of those two. We're going to get that club to catch up, so when you finish, you're in that reverse L position, not the old kind of blocked off straight left arm position you had. And that one, I say, when you swung through their target now, if we look at that position, weight down through your left side, hands are finished nice, and so that went about as far, maybe if not further than that one there, trying to whack it 100%. Because that was, I don't know, 75, 80%, or less than that, 50% of power, but you maximised 100% of what you gave the golf ball, whereas this was 100% of power, but hit with 50% efficiency, face wide open, leaning back, cutting across the ball like a glancing blow, like a slur ball in cricket, yeah? Loads of arm spin, the ball goes, yeah? That was kind of how your golf has been played, yeah? Make sense? Cool, right.